Hey, for those who don't know me, my name's Ben. I'm one of the people who's been hired to work at the church here to help finish out the youth year. And as part of that, I got to go with the youth group to YouthQuake, which is a youth conference that happens in Caronport, Saskatchewan at Briarcrest Bible College. And it was just a privilege to get to go there with them. The conference is huge. They have about 1,600 students, a little even more than 1,600 students. Attend the conference every single year. It happened not this last weekend or the weekend before. So we took a crew of 24 youth, senior highs, out to Caronport, Saskatchewan. We drove on the bus for about 8 hours to get out there, and then had a wonderful time the weekend there, and then got on the bus and drove another 8 hours back. And it was just a wonderful time getting to spend time with the youth, getting to get to know a couple of the youth leaders as well a lot better, and just building some deeper connections. So now you're going to hear from some of the youth about their experience at YouthQuake.
Welcome to YouthQuake Interviews 1. Take 1 action.
What was your favorite part of the weekend?
My favorite part of the weekend was probably like late night mini golfing, because I went mini golfing at 1:40 a.m.
Yeah, so my favorite part was just being able to go to the sessions and learning about Christianity and just the differences between it and other religions.
My favorite part of the weekend would probably be being able to meet new people and kind of make friends with people who you haven't known before, you haven't talked to before.
Rescuing a calf from a tree was very cool, and also the session I went to was very interesting. I learned a lot from it.
What are the questions?
And what is a cool God story or something that God taught you over the course of the weekend?
I think like the worship night Saturday was just like super like comforting. It was really powerful. Yeah, and like just like the message was just like it could like resonate with you so much, and it was just like so cool. We got to pray over each other at the end. Yeah, I mean, it was just, I would say, yeah, me and Ella like prayed over each other, and I think that was just like a really powerful moment. And it's just like being able to see God really like breaking chains is just a really cool thing. And yeah, I would say I learned more about my full identity in Christ and how to just abide with that.
Like over the weekend, God showed me just how different people worship in different ways, and that speaks to his unique creation and how different people are, and we're all on following him.
Kind of combined in one, but going into the weekend with a very heavy heart. And then one of the lessons that we heard at a session was about full surrender to God, and that was something that really stuck out at me, was just what it means to live your life fully surrendered to the Lord, and just the peace that came out of that weekend, and in knowing and being reminded of who he is and how he is steadfast and there for us in all of it. So that was something that I learned this weekend, is how to surrender to the Lord.
One thing God really taught me was that if you know that something usually causes you to sin, you should fully cut it off from your life. Just get rid of it completely, and just fully get rid of that from your life.
A cool God story was when I needed to pray over something, and this girl came up to me during worship and prayed for me over that. And yeah, it was just a really special moment.
God really showed me sort of seemed to be like how discipleship works. Definitely not all of it, because that's a lot. But really, like, the whole weekend was just hanging out with youth with a very God-centered weekend. And that's all that happened. That's all that we did. But because the youth that we were with have been kids that I've talked to for years, kids that I've known for years, it really brought up how much they've changed in those years, but also brought in really deep discussions that really showed me how much they matured and how much God has taught them and used them in their lives, and now they can come to a youth conference and learn more about God, but also, have debates about what they learn, and it was really cool seeing sort of just the culmination of years of discipleship.
This weekend, God really just taught me to just kind of let everything go and let Him handle everything, and to stop stressing so much about everything going in life, but instead to trust Him in everything and let Him handle things and take the steering wheel.
God really taught me how important it is to have a base build friends who just can be with you of faith and keep you accountable. And just over one weekend, it's amazing how much can happen with just meeting these people and how strong your relationship can get over the course of 3 days less. And it's just I was able to share my testimony for the first time. That was amazing. It really showed me and opened my eyes how important it is to have people that are filled with faith and that can just help you grow.
I think just in the main sessions, our speaker talked about how we need to be a community who helps build each other up, and who's also willing to be built up by others. And that's kind of a big part of what church and youth should be. And just remembering that and seeing myself and trying to do a better job of building others up and helping them with that.
Yeah, obviously, anytime you gather 1,600 teenagers in the same small town in Saskatchewan with very little to do, it's going to be a little chaotic and just a lot of fun. You're going to get some crazy fun times going, and so the weekend was just so much fun. But more than that, I was just so blessed and encouraged by the spiritual side of things that we had over the weekend, whether that was just good lessons at the main session or really good conversations in that kind of question time after, or just over the course of the weekend, right? There's just kind of a spiritual vibe over the whole weekend, and I was just so blessed getting to have some deeper conversations with our students, and yeah, just getting to see another look into just the deep faith that they already have. I was just so blown away by that and just so blessed by getting to be a part of that and be a part of continuing to help grow their faith as well. So it was just such a privilege to get to go with our youth this weekend.